Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all those people born in the year of the dragon. So if you're a dragon, this is the reading for you. I'm going to shuffle these cards up and then we're going to see what has been happening for you this week. And as you are dragons, I will just say there is a video now up which is about your triangle, the doer triangle, the first affinity triangle. So if you are interested in learning more about who's the most compatible for you, that video will be for you. So make sure you go and check that out. Let's stop there. We'll go that one from the bottom. We'll go this one from the middle. We'll go from this top. What have we got? We got a white, black, black. Okay. Let's flip these over. White horse. Not a bad start. That's actually a relatively good start. Horse and dragon. That's power and speed. That's a card of also romantic importance as well. That's got like a romantic element to it, and an intuitive one as well. I think this is a kind of message of you're wanting things to go faster. You're losing patience. You're wanting something to happen. You're wanting something to move on into a new place, into a place of I don't know, what you expected or what you assumed was going to be, or something along those lines. But the thing with it is you shouldn't assume, you shouldn't expect. That will be your downfall here, is if you expect things. You need to be less expectant. And we said this before, you need to have some level of restraint here with a bit of patience. You're going to want to be impulsive. You're going to want to move on quickly. You're going to want to see progressiveness. You're going to want to see growth or something. You want to see change. You want to see change. This is also a good time to communicate these things as well, and to talk about it and express it. Horses and dragons, they both have quite good communication skills. They're very good with words, they're very good with listening, they're very good with giving advice, they're very good at these things, and potentially that's what you need. You need to talk about this, you need to talk to somebody, you need to have a chat and get this off your chest and basically express how you're feeling, and how potentially you just want things to move a little bit faster. But I also think that you need to understand why they're not. I think you need to have a reflection on this, because you do have a perspective where, in fact, dragons have great ways of seeing other people's perspectives and seeing different perspectives and different point of views. And I think you need to try and adopt the perspective of the other people or other person or this other thing involved. You need to weigh out all of the pros and cons. You need to see why it is the way it is. You can't just assume. You can't just expect. You need to be able to have a better way of navigating this. You need to have a map, and you can't make that map up. You can't just draw a squiggly line on a piece of paper and say, there we go, we'll follow this. This is the map. No, you need to pace it out. You need to put work into it. You've got things that you need to focus on here, and there's measurements. There's data that needs to be collected. There's research that needs to be put into this. You can't make this map to navigate through this if you're just going to spontaneously rush it. You need to put the work in, which you're not shy about doing. You are a doer after all, and this horse is an action card. I just think that if you don't start to open up to the possibilities that other people have an opinion on this, or this has consequences for other people, if you don't open up that empathic side, then you are going to push people or this person or this something away, because they need you to be patient here. And for the best part, you're doing it. You're doing well. You are fulfilling that kind of role. You're doing that. As we move on to the rat, see, that's a completely opposite card to the horse, because the horse and the rat are the conflict cards. If you want to know more about the conflict cards and things like this, then do hit that subscribe button, because we'll be doing more about that in the future. But that rat card is in your triangle, and as I say, there is a video already up about the doer triangle and where the rat and the dragon come together, and this is definitely something that's more of a romantic element for you. The rat and the dragon are almost, soulmate compatible. They go together very, very well. Now, that's not to say that the person in your life right now is a rat. It could be anybody. There's something, there's someone. These people may not be rats at all. There may not be any rats there, but that rat card is showing a a kind of soulmate connection, a romantic connection. Just like that horse, it's very emotional, it's very intuitive, it's very kind of, you know, feeling based. And even though the horse and the rat conflicts and they are the complete opposites, they're also here in the positive and the negative, which is a completely flip from the horse to the rat as we move in. And again, validating that whole, you need work in order to progress. You need to put things into action. You've got things you need to do, but that rat is also a planner, and you need to plan. Again, with that map, you can't just rush it. You can't just draw a line on a piece of paper. You need to put the work in, the planning, the prep work. That's what you need to do. You need to appreciate the fact that there is other things going on here, even though that there is something you want or something you're going for. Obviously, you're a visionary. You're like a manifestation of positive energy, and to live in a place where potentially there's going to be a negative result, or it's not going to work the way you wanted it to. That's going to be disheartening for you, and you don't want to think about it. But again, it comes back down to having no expectations. Don't expect anything. That way, you're less likely to be disappointed with these things. But however, like I say, I mean, it's not bad. That rat and the dragon are very compatible. They go together very well. This could have anything to do with family, work, or romance with that rat card coming in. But I do think there's more of a romantic element for it or to it. And I think that right now you're feeling optimistic, and that's putting you in a false sense of security. So when things don't go the way you wanted it to, you get very kind of, I don't know, annoyed, not annoyed, frustrated, maybe, a little bit downhearted, as I say, disappointed, and that can kind of put you off. But it's not put you off too much. And there we go, we've got that dragon. You have to excuse me for the lighting, but there we go, we've got that dragon card there, which is a black dragon. But again, it's just to remind you of who you are and how you have this ability to overcome these things. The dragon union doesn't have a lot of conflict. There isn't conflict in any of these cards. In fact, these cards for a dragon, the horse, the rat, and the dragon, these are all very compatible cards for you guys. These aren't, even though they're in the black, it's not a case of the black is an attack. This is a good card. It's just, again, it's showing that you need to be committed. You need to be loyal to this. You need to be dedicated to it. You've signed up for it. And just because things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like them to, doesn't mean that you can now change the course, or that you should change the course. It's like putting a bet on a horse. You've put your bet on the horse, and now the race is running. Just because that horse isn't coming first, it doesn't mean that you can just change your bet. It's too late. That's where that emotional attachment comes into it. You can't just say no and walk away from this, because you're dedicated to it. And so, therefore, you need to practice what you preach and be dedicated and committed to it. Push through it. Yeah, the dragon and dragon sort of compatibility is a relatively good one. I mean, it's again showing you that you have the power to do this, and although it's in that black, that's merely just saying that egotistically, of course you want things to happen quickly. Of course you want things to happen faster than they would usually. You're looking forward to this. It makes you excited. It's something that you have wanted or anticipated for a while, and now that it's right there in view, you want to try and rush it. You want to get there as quickly as possible. But again, there's still a few more furlongs to go. There's still going to be hurdles to go. You need to be less egotistical and rein in that temper as well, because, as I say, the disappointment and frustration could lead to animosity and jealousy, and that isn't going to be useful for anybody or helpful to you in this situation. You need to be patient. You need to have that, I want to say, discipline, self-control. You want to get to where you want to be, then take your time. Just because you can see it in the distance doesn't mean that you should rush and run to it. That's how accidents happen. Let's just see how things go and progress it slowly. You're an intelligent sign. The dragon is very kind of, they have the ability to look after themselves and to, make the best out of crappy situations. So even if things do go not the way you planned, I know that it's probably going to be something that's going to push you in the direction of where you need to be. That dragon is also a karmic card. Now, that karmic card, again, it may not necessarily be your karma. It may not be, a positive card, because the dragon is a positive karmic card. Again, if you want to know more about the karmic cards, then hit that subscribe button. But it's a positive karmic card. But being black doesn't necessarily mean that positive karma is for you. It could be for somebody involved in this situation. It could be a karmic sort of debt that is being paid on your behalf. Only you can tell, and if you are open to it, you'll see it. If you can read the signs, then you'll be aware of it and you'll be able to prepare for it. However, if it misses you and it flies by, I don't think that you're gonna really miss out on too much, because again, it's potentially not your karmic debt or your karmic reward to have. Now, in regards to that dragon as well, you've got to also consider that dragons can be very forceful. They can be very domineering, and I don't think that can come across as very threatening. It can come across as very what's the word, like scary to some people, especially some signs, and you're going to rub some people up the wrong way. This is why it's really important to practice that self-control, that self-discipline, and to basically look after yourself right now in a way that you remain in your dragon positive place. But we'll find out next week when we come back and do another reading for you, dragon people, next Wednesday. If you've enjoyed the video, please give us a like, hit that subscribe button. We'll be back later on this afternoon with a reading for all you snake people. It's like Reptilian Wednesday, or Karmic Wednesday, because the snake is also a karmic sign. So if you want to know more about the snake reading, or you know any snakes, then that will be this afternoon. Give us a share, give us a like. If not, I will see you next week when we come back for another reading for the dragon people. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.